In coaching and training thousands of real estate agents all over the world, I have narrowed it down to 8 simple steps that are really going to help separate real estate agents from really running a real estate business. Hi, my name is Mruwat. I'm with eXp Realty, and today I'm going to share with you 8 simple ways to make sure that you're running a bulletproof real estate business. Number 1, we're going to start with identifying your ideal client. So a lot of times in real estate, we're often throwing darts at the wall and we're hoping that something sticks. We're just going after anybody out there that's looking to buy or sell or invest in a home. When in reality, the best of the best have taken a step back in order to identify who their ideal client is. And one of the best ways that you can do that is actually find out where your real estate business has come from. Has it come from school events through your kids or family activities? Or maybe you have another job that's come from your work, or maybe you even Uber and you've gotten clients there. Where is your ideal client coming from? That's going to be number 1. Once you've identified your ideal client, what kind of problems do they have? And then more importantly, how do you help solve those problems? So that's really going to go into number 2, which is identifying and create your unique value proposition. What is your personal superpower that's going to be able to make you different from all of the other thousands of real estate agents in your market? So once you've identified your ideal client, you know what problems they have, and then you find how do you solve that unique value proposition? How do you solve that problem with your unique value proposition? And you can do that by several different ways. For example, everybody goes on listing presentations and they show, this formal presentation, if you will, for 30 minutes to an hour. Well, what I personally used to do is I completely scratched the whole listing presentation idea and I created a 52-point marketing plan. So what I found was most of the times, sellers don't care about how great you are as a real estate agent, how long you've been in the business, or how great the company you're associated with. Honestly, they want to sell their property for top dollar in the fastest time possible. And they want to find out how you're going to get that done. And so I would walk in showing them exactly what plan we've put into place with our 52-point marketing plan. So if you can look at what the rest of the industry is doing, what is the industry standard, and then do something that's going to be unique to you. Number 3 is going to be prospecting. Why is prospecting so important? A lot of times as real estate agents, we're focusing on branding and marketing, which is great, which is definitely part of the business. We throw out things on Facebook or any type of social media that we've listed a home, that we just sold a home, we just had a closing, etc. And we're hoping that we're going to gain clients from that. But if you notice, a key word that I said here is we're hoping, we're praying that we're going to get clients. So branding and marketing is when we throw something out there, we cast this huge net, hoping that when we reel it back in, we're going to get a fish, right? And so what prospecting allows us to do is that's where you actually control the outcome. So instead of casting a wide net, I'm actually out there fishing, if you will, and doing outbound calls and outbound reaches to ensure that I'm going to be reaching my goals. So prospecting, always remember, prospecting is where you control the outcome. Now, we always recommend that you set aside an hour or 2 every single day, completely uninterrupted time just for prospecting. This is what I like to call the power hour. And one of the things that is a big challenge for real estate agents is we are constantly riding this roller coaster. You start getting deals, you start getting contracts and listings, and then you stop prospecting. And what happens as soon as all of those are closed is we become unemployed again, and we got to start the process all over again because we've stopped prospecting in the interim. So one of the things that I want to challenge you is, even if you're busy right now, make sure, even if it's only for 30 minutes a day or an hour a day, that you're continually prospecting even during your busy season, because we all know that real estate runs in 90-day cycles. The activities that you did or didn't do 90 days ago is what's paying you now, and etc. in 90 days from now. So always remember that you've got to operate in a 90-day cycle, and prospecting is where you're going to control your business. And that's going to be through lead generation, right? So it's all about nurturing those past clients, getting new leads, but also nurturing your current leads as well. And then they always say that, who owns the mind share owns the market share. Always think about how can you stay top of mind with not only past clients, but again, new clients, and then nurturing the current leads that you have. Number 4 is understand your numbers. I cannot push this one enough. And speaking with agents, all the way from the brand new agent to the team leader to the broker owner, we don't understand and look at our numbers enough. Why is this so important? We have to know exactly what money's coming in and, more importantly, what money's going out. And the reason why I say this is a lot of times in real estate, we're ingrained in thinking about the gross amount of sales. So we've sold $5 million this year, $10 million, $50 million, $100 million, you get the idea. But in reality, we're not looking at the numbers, number one, to see the marketing dollars that are being spent in order to get that business, maybe the amount of money that we're paying our current brokerage, or just really little admin things. So the reality is you want to look at all the money coming in, all the money going out, and look at the numbers, not just the gross, but I would challenge you, more importantly, look at your net numbers, because at the end of the day, that's what you're bringing home to you and your family. So there's a quote, what gets measured gets managed. So if you're looking to double, triple, grow your business year over year, the only way that you can do that is truly understanding your personal numbers, not just sales, but also conversion rates. What's your conversion rate? If you have a 3% conversion rate, that means you need to reach out to 100 potential clients in order to close 3. So it's really important to identify what your conversion rate is. And if you don't know how to do all of this, don't worry, stick around till the end of the video. We're actually going to give you a giveaway to ensure that you're walking away with a worksheet and you know exactly what you need to be doing. So number 5, systems to scale. I learned a long time ago, if it's not duplicatable, then you absolutely don't do it. So make sure that you're tracking every single thing that you do. And so when you are ready to leverage and hire out some additional help, that you've put systems into place, you've made it duplicatable where somebody could literally walk in, look at your team manual, and figure out what they need to be doing. So make sure that it's always duplicatable. And more importantly, always be agile and willing to learn. Even if you've been in the real estate space for over a decade like myself, I'm continually trying to learn something new every single day. So a lot of times we're not willing to adapt and we get in our own way. And the reality is maybe cold calling or door knocking or some other medium worked for you, but now a lot of real estate agents are getting business by social media or TikTok or whatever it may be. So you've got to be willing to adapt to what the market demands are. Number 6 is going to be leverage. So we all have the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but some of us can get more done, and that's because some of us are leveraging better than others. And so this is really the only way that you can buy your time back. Once you put your systems in place, now you can start outsourcing this. How do you know what to outsource? You have to identify what your personal worth is first. So what are you worth, for example, every single hour? Is it $20, $200, $2,000? What are those tasks? And so once you've identified what your hourly worth is, anything below that, now you can start delegating that and outsourcing that. So that can look like a lot of different things. Maybe a licensed or an unlicensed agent or a transaction coordinator or somebody simply to do your marketing. The list goes on and on and on. You could even hire somebody just to go put your signs out, because if it's going to take you an hour to drive across town to go stick a sign and you're worth $150 an hour, well, you could probably get somebody a lot cheaper to be able to do that. So the only way that you can truly scale and grow is by buying your time back, and you can do that through leverage. Number 7, this is a big one, guys, ego. One of my favorite quotes is, ego is not your amigo. So oftentimes ego, we're the ones that are getting in our own way, not just in our business today, but also future opportunities. We get so set in what we're doing that we've figured out the world and everything's working perfectly and it's all about us. And in reality, we stop, we need to take the lens off and really figure out what is only not the best interest of ourselves, also our clients, and if you've grown a team, your team members as well. So that's going to take you taking those blinders off, putting your ego to the side and really looking at the full opportunity. And last but not least, it's going to be reinvest. reinvest in yourself. You know, one of the biggest things about real estate agents is we're out helping other investors, you know, purchase property, flip property, the list goes on and on and on, but we're not doing it for ourselves. And I think as a real estate agent, we're in a perfect position, understanding the market, having MLS access, having these connections, that we should honestly be investing ourselves and for lack of a better term, put our money where our mouth is, right? And so I believe every real estate agent should be an investor of some type. And you know, the other thing is, as real estate agents, we're living, most of us anyway, or a lot of us are living commission to commission, paycheck to paycheck. And so we're not saving for any kind of retirement. You know, one of the things I kind of joke with is, have you ever been to a real estate retirement party? And the answer is most likely you have not, because real estate agents typically don't retire. We open doors until we can't any longer. And so one of the things that I want to challenge you is to reinvest into your business, invest into real estate, save up and figure out what retirement's going to look like for you one day. And then ultimately, not just retirement, but also saving for a rainy day. So because a lot of us are living from commission checks, then we need to be able to save up for a rainy day, because you never know what's going to happen. So with that said, those are the 8 ways that you can ensure that you're going to set up your business. And if you like what you see here, go ahead and like, subscribe. If you'll comment below, we will actually send you a free course of how to build your bulletproof business plan. It comes with a complete course and a worksheet, and we hope to see you continue to grow this year.